So hello everyone. This is a painting that I wanted to do several days ago. I started it, and I didn't have an open end. I had it closed like this. And when I went to peel my vinyl off, it peeled my whole image off, but not all of it. There were little bits left behind that I could not get off the canvas. So instead of just tossing the canvas, I just painted the whole thing and changed my direction. Anyway, and I wanted to show you this technique. I also have this little guy. He was the one that messed me up because he was completely closed, and yeah, and I had problems because you didn't have a place to like completely swipe off. So we're going to be doing two of them. These this takes several days, so unfortunately yeah. I'm going to try not to make this a long video. So this part here, I'm just going to paint it in. I'm just using the vinyl as a stencil at this point. And they're just going to be solid colors because they're back so much further than the focal balloons. But let's get started. Now, air balloons, and I'm going to have to turn this so I can swipe toward me. Air balloons are very colorful. I want to make mine basically red, white, and blue. I'm going to do red and blue and swipe with white. I'm just, no rhyme or reason, just sprinkling it on there. I'm going to try to move this paint off the edge of my vinyl a little bit since I had that problem. But I don't want to blend and mix these colors. There, that's kind of a cool pattern. So yeah, just be careful you don't get a really thick buildup of paint on your edges. Then I'm going to take a little bit of white, put it right around the edge. This is such a small piece that it makes it a little bit difficult to do without filling everything up. And I'm going to grab my trusty little piece of vellum here and do my swipe. Just like so, just knock it right off the edge. And now I'm going to try to clean my edges. Just a little bit. Because I really don't want that to happen again. That was very disheartening. And I think part of it was that I didn't let it dry like completely cured, which you shouldn't have to do, but okay, that should be good. Hi, I'm back. So I couldn't stand it. This is not quite dry, but the legs and the head were, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to peel the vinyl off and see what we got going, and it's actually pretty good. We got a little bit of seepage, but that's easily fixed with a very thin paintbrush or a paint pen, and I think he turned out really good. We had this little leakage at the edge, but it looks like a tail, and I'm like, I'm not sure I'm not going to keep that. Anyway, this was a test board. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to keep the feet. That was making me real nervous. So there's one, and this one isn't quite quite dry either, but it's dry around the edges, so let's go ahead and peel it off. And I did a couple of little hot air balloons right here with that stencil that I put on there, just solid colors. Well, this one actually you can see a little bit of the blue through it, and it looks really cool. And I'm going to do some clouds, so those little hot air balloons are in the distance, and so they're not going to be as colorful as the ones in the front. Okay. I can get this, there we go, peeled up. You just peel this off. You probably don't want to be as impatient as I am, but I've been trying for a couple of days to get this video done so that y'all can see how I do it and play, you know, do it yourself. Oh yeah, look at that. See, it came right off. And it is a pretty little hot air balloon. So I'm really happy. It's a little bit thin, which is fine with me because I'm going to come back and I'm going to go right at the edge. I don't want this thick built up edge, and so I don't have that anywhere on this painting, and I'm thrilled about that. I'll come with some white since my primary colors are white, and I'm just going to outline this right at the edge of my vinyl, where the vinyl was. And yeah, there you go. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you the progress. We've got our 2 focal hot air balloons, and then I've added smaller balloons, different sizes to give you perception of depth. And I've just taken a little paint pens and painted them, except for the gold one. I used metallic gold. And you can come back and you can, you know, draw lines or whatever. The smaller they are, the further away they are, and you're not going to probably see those lines, so you won't want to do that. But what I do is I stick the center cutout part down, and I figure out where I want my placement. And when I've figured out where I want my placement, I just take the outside part of my decal and lay it over the top, line it up, and then I pull this out of the center, and it works really well. So I'm going to let this dry and go back over them. It looks like they need more than one coat. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to paint some clouds, and then we'll put I'll put a finish on it. I want to paint my edges. So there's not a whole lot left to do, and as far as this video is concerned, I just really wanted to show you these swipes and how you could put this together where you don't have to do a swipe on half the canvas. So anyway, I'll be back with you when I'm ready for the next step. Alright guys, I haven't glazed it. I've done the finish, but here it is. Let me pull back a little bit. Okay, let's get it in the frame. There we go. What do you think? Let's see if I can do this where I can get the whole picture without the outsides. Okay. So there is your swipe, and adding the other things. Alright, I'm going to shoot this out to you. Please like, share, subscribe, And I'll talk to you later. Bye.